On Larry King Now, Randall Park.
People have said that there's a likability to what I bring. So when I do play evil, I get to kind of make it seem good.
Is it a good sign that you're often cast not because you're Asian?
I think it is a good sign. And I think it's a good sign that I get cast sometimes because I'm Asian, you know? So, I mean, I think it's a good sign that there are roles that are specifically written as Asian.
When you went into acting, did you think about that maybe there aren't going to be a lot of roles?
Of course, of course. My mom told me that like every day. And at one point in my career, I made the decision that, you know what, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna be poor the rest of my life. I'm gonna struggle. But I love doing this, and I'll do it at any level. And if I don't make a living at this, it's fine.
Plus,
I can play music on my teeth.
You can what?
Play music on my teeth, kind of.
All next on Larry King Now. Welcome to Larry King Now. Our special guest is Randall Park, actor, writer, director, comedian. You know him from Veep, Office, Christmas Party, Trainwreck, Fresh Off the Boat, and of course as Kim Jong-un in The Interview. The third season finale of Fresh Off the Boat airs May 16th on ABC at 9 p.m., 8 Central. You can also see Randall in the upcoming caper comedy Snatched, starring Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn. That hits theaters May 12th. You are busy.
It's been good. Yeah, it's been good.
On Snatched, you play the guy who you dump Amy Schumer. What is your role in it?
I'm her, it starts out with me being her boyfriend, and I dump her. I'm in a band, and the band is starting to take off, and I'm, starting to prepare for success, and she's not a part of that equation. So I let her go. And that sets her off on her journey, which is...
You have a short part then?
It's a short part, but she kind of checks in with me on her phone throughout the movie. So I kind of pop in here and there, but it's kind of just the catalyst for the movie.
Was it fun to do?
Very fun. I was in Hawaii, shot just for a couple of days, and I extended the trip with my family, and we made it a little family vacation in Hawaii, so it was great.
Is she fun, Amy?
She's the best, yeah. She's great.
Did you get to see Goldie, too?
Met Goldie. She's amazing.
Terrific.
She's amazing, yeah.
Have you ever done that to a woman in your life?
You know, I don't think I have. I think it's gone one of two ways. It's either I get dumped, or it kind of slowly fizzles out, and we both look at each other and we're like, yeah, it's time. Yes. Yeah. Most often that. I've had mostly long-term relationships, and they kind of slowly fizzled out.
Now you're married with children?
Yes, yes.
Did you and Amy ad-lib at all in any of the scenes?
Yes, we did. We did. We had a lot of fun just improvising.
The director let that go?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, Jonathan Levine directed it, and I worked with him before, and he definitely lets us play, so we got to play a lot.
You've played good and evil, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you prefer evil?
You know, I have more fun playing evil, I'd say, only because I still kind of, I don't know, I've been told that I always kind of bring, people have said that there's a likability to what I bring, and there's a kind of an inherent goodness to what I bring. So when I do play evil, I get to kind of, I don't know, kind of make it seem good, you know.
As somebody told me, nobody evil thinks they're evil.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, they think they're fine.
They think they're fine. They think they're the best, yeah. And I get to play with that thought a lot, and that's a lot of fun, yeah.
Like Kim Jong-un, he doesn't get up in the morning and say, I am a terrible person.
No, he says, I'm the best person in the world.
Was that one of the stranger roles?
By far.
How did you get that?
I literally just auditioned for it. I mean, I knew the director, Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. I had worked with them before, and they brought me in. I found out about this part. I was like, no way, this is ridiculous. I read the script, and I was like, this is really smart and fun, and I think I could bring something to this. And I came in and auditioned, and then right away just got it. Yeah.
Now Trump said he might want to meet him.
Incredible.
Isn't that unbelievable? The worst guy in the world, he wants to meet him.
Oh, gosh.
Now, you said you could identify with parts of him.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's this I mean, in a lot of respects, a kid, you know, especially for that position in the world, to be thrust into that position at such a young age, and to I don't feel the weight. I guess anybody in the public eye feels the weight of people and their communities, and it's something that kind of right away, unprepared, he just kind of got thrust into this position of power.
Yeah, it is daunting.
It's daunting, and also you know, learning about his relationship with his father when he was growing up, and wanting to please his dad so badly, and
did you have that with your dad?
I've had that with my parents for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of children of immigrants that I know, you know, our parents come here, they make this big sacrifice. Leave everything behind, and you know, they struggle and work hard. From Korea. They came here in the late 60s.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in LA.
In Koreatown? Or?
No, actually in West LA. In West LA.
What'd your dad do?
My dad, my early childhood, he worked for a toy company. He worked in the corporate offices of a toy company, and that toy company ended up moving, and like a lot of Koreans at that time, and now he decided to open up his own small business, and he opened up a 1-hour photo business, and he kind of held on to that until the dawn of the digital age, and then that kind of fell apart. Yeah.
Do you know if Kim Jong-un ever saw the movie?
Yeah, we were pretty sure he did, even before the movie came out. We were like, they probably somehow got a hold of this, and
yeah, it's a good bet.
Yeah.
Our guest is Randall Park. We're discussing his hit ABC series, Fresh Off the Boat, next. Stay with us. We're back with Randall Park. Fresh Off the Boat is the first sitcom starring an Asian American family to air on American network since 1994.
Yeah, Margaret Cho's show. Remember that one?
Yeah, I was with her the other day.
Yeah.
What took so long?
You know, I think...
It's over 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years. You know, I mean, to put it in concise terms, racism, I guess. You know, just racism is firmly kind of rooted in this industry and a lot of the norms, you know. And, you know, I just think the opportunities weren't there, you know. The industry didn't create a system to
promote it?
To promote that, or to create a star that could kind of carry their own
How do you explain that you have managed to seemingly always work?
Gosh, I think I've been lucky, you know, and I think...
Did you study drama?
I didn't. I mean, I did once I decided to become an actor, but, you know, I went to UCLA not knowing what I was going to do.
What'd you major in?
I majored in English. And I focused, my specialty was in creative writing, so I kind of got into playwriting from English, and I kind of learned about acting from playwriting.
What was your first acting?
First acting job, professional? I did a commercial here in LA for the local Asian network, and it was all in Chinese. I played a dad, and to this day, I don't know what I was selling, but it was a paid gig, a paid non-union gig, and that kind of slowly set me off.
Fresh Off the Boat is finishing its 3rd season, and you said you didn't expect it to make it past the pilot.
No,
Why?
Yeah. Well, because it was 20 years since a show like that had even been on the air, so I was like, this is impossible, you know. And in between that time, I had heard of other pilots being made or series being developed with Asian Americans as the leads, and those shows would just kind of, you know, fizzle out or disappear, and I just thought it's such a long shot, just knowing the industry and how it was throughout my life.
Is it a good sign that you're often cast not because you're Asian?
I think it is a good sign. And I think it's a good sign that I get cast sometimes because I'm Asian, you know. So, I mean, I think it's a good sign that there are roles that are specifically written as Asian. And I think both of them are great signs, and hopefully we'll see more of both.
When you went into acting, did you think about that maybe there aren't going to be a lot of roles?
Of course. My mom told me that, like, every day, you know.
What made it for you? Obviously it wasn't the Asian commercial.
It was a huge hit in the local market, that commercial, though. Gosh, I don't know. You know, I'd say
So
the
you were
turning
28 when you started acting.
when I started acting. I'd say the turning point for me. I mean, there were a few minor turning points, but the biggest turning point was probably Veep. That was probably.
How'd you get that part?
I literally just went in and auditioned for it, and it was you know, an
It
episode.
had nothing to do with being Asian, did it? Nothing.
Not really, no. I mean, it was an Asian American character, but you know, it could have been
He was
written
a
as
war
any race.
hero, right?
He was a war hero. He was a true politician and a charming, somewhat two-faced politician. And yeah, I just went in and I got the part, and it's one of those shows that people watch and
I've interviewed
respect.
all the people on it.
Yeah.
That must be a fun set.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, the entire cast are just masters at what they do. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you feel now famous? People recognize you?
I don't feel famous. I'm more known, you know. I mean, I go out on the street and every now and then someone will stop me and tell me they're a big fan, but it's not like I wouldn't say I get, you know, bombarded everywhere I go.
Looking back now, why is Fresh Off the Boat successful?
I think because it is before anything, even the fact that it's an Asian American family, and before anything, it's just a funny show with a lot of heart. And I think everyone can identify with that, and I think that's why we're doing well.
So when you think back, why did you think it wouldn't work?
I just thought the opportunities wouldn't be there, you know, for me, especially starting at 28 and struggling at the beginning like I did, you know. I mean, at one point in my career, you know, there were always times when I'd waver. Should I be doing this? I shouldn't. And, oh, I'm going to quit. And then I'd get pulled back into it. And at one point in my career, I made the decision that, you know what, I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to be poor the rest of my life. I'm going to struggle. But I love doing this, and I'll do it at any level. I'll do it like I'll do little theater shows here in LA. I'll do local commercials on the Asian network. I'll do whatever I can, and if I don't make a living at this, it's fine. And I made that decision, and eventually things took off in an unexpected way, but that was just kind of, I don't know, I see it as very lucky for me.
Up next, we're talking Julia Louis-Dreyfus and strange fan encounters. More with Randall Park after this. Back with Randall Park. Fresh Off the Boat airs May 16th. That's the third season finale. You'll also see him in Snatched, which is in theaters May 12th. Going to be a big month for you.
Yes, yes.
You've had recurring roles on lots of shows. Mm-hmm. Will you be on the new Veep?
I do pop in towards the end of this season. I do, yeah.
You've shot it already?
Yeah, we shot it already.
You shot the whole season already?
Veep, yeah. I believe their season is shot, and they shot while Fresh Off the Boat shot. So, you know, just kind of any opening I could get.
Do they shoot here or Baltimore?
You know, it shoots here now. It used to shoot in Baltimore. It moved to LA. Yeah.
You've had that adversarial relationship with Julia, right? On the show. Is it difficult to throw insults at her?
Well, you know, Danny Chung, at least in the course of the show so far, doesn't really throw insults at her to her face. What happens is he'll be talking to her with a smile on his face, being the kindest, most cordial person, and then he'll walk away, and that's when she'll fling the insults behind my back as I walk away. So for me, I haven't been able to fling many insults at her, but I believe if the camera stayed with me, you'd hear a lot of insults.
Why is she? She's so good, isn't she?
She's the best.
Because she's first a very good actress, right?
Yeah, first and foremost, yeah. And on top of that, just so smart, so funny, just comedic genius.
You ever break up shooting that?
Yeah, I have here and there, for sure, yeah.
It's a scripter, so.
Yeah.
You've guest starred on so many TV comedies. Is there one you'd like to guest star on?
Oh, gosh, you know, I've always wanted to do a Law and Order.
Yeah.
Because that
villain?
show is...
Want to be a villain?
Yes, that would be fantastic. A villain, because I'm such a fan of the show. and in all
Me
its
too.
iterations. I just love the show.
I
It's
love the
just
original. I love all of them.
yeah, and you watch it now and you see like these people who are like so successful now, but back then they were just kind of there, you know.
Doing bit parts.
Yeah, and I'd love to pop in there and do a bit part.
From this interview,
Yeah,
they'll go.
you'll make it happen. Thank you, Larry.
We play a little game called If You Only Knew.
Okay.
Who was your childhood celebrity crush?
It was Alyssa Milano.
Strangest fan encounter?
I had a fan come up to me once. She was hysterical. She was so excited. And she was like, oh my gosh, I am such a huge fan. I watch your show all the time, you know, and, you know, I like to get to know my fans. I was like, hey, what's your name? She told me her name, and she was just kind of shaking. She was so excited. She's like, can I get a picture? And I was like, sure. We took a picture, and she was like, so what's it like working with Simon Baker on your show? And I was like, that's not my show. I think you're thinking of another actor. And there was another Korean American actor who was on The Mentalist, and she thought I was him.
What's a guilty pleasure?
I'd say The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
You like watching that?
I love it.
Person you'd trade places with for a day?
Person I'd trade, well, I'd love to trade places with you. I mean, you've been doing this for 60 years now.
Not bad.
Not bad, and the amount of people you've talked to and the amount of things
honored.
you've learned, I would love
Thank you.
to be in your shoes.
If you weren't an actor, what do you think you'd be?
I think I'd be an electrician.
Really?
Yeah.
But that wasn't your major?
No, but we've been looking for an electrician for some work on our house, and it's hard to find an electrician.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those jobs, I think, where there's, you know, just as much a demand as ever, if not more now, and less skilled.
It's all computers and stuff, but
Yeah.
you still need electricians.
I'd be working all the time.
Characteristic you cherish most in people?
Warmth.
Secret talent?
Secret talent. I'm an artist. I like to draw and paint. Yeah, and my mom is a painter. Yeah.
Biggest risk you've taken?
Definitely becoming an actor. Deciding to do that so late in the game.
What was the weirdest job you've had?
I used to work for a video store, and this was at the time when video was starting to die down a little bit, and it was a regular mom and pop video store with a little adult section in the back with the swinging doors. And just over time, that adult section got bigger and bigger, and the regular releases got smaller. It was just a shelf by the time I left that. I basically worked in a porno shop.
Remember renting those things? Boy, people.
The porn?
People that did good business, didn't they?
Well, they certainly did. Yes, they did.
Dream co-star?
I'm a huge fan of Steve Carell. I love Steve Carell. I think he's
great.
He seems like a great guy. I've worked with him once, but
Where? On The Office?
There's a movie called Dinner for Schmucks, actually.
Oh, I saw that movie.
Yeah, and I'm basically in the background. I'm hardly in it, and so I got to kind of be near him a lot, but I never really got to
They
work
invite
with
him to that dinner.
And I'm in the dinner, yeah.
Oh, you're at the dinner?
I'm sitting at the table at the dinner, but I would love to really work with him because I'm such a huge fan.
What annoys you?
Probably arrogance. Arrogance, yeah.
Tell me something people don't know about you.
Something people don't know about me. Gosh. I can play music on my teeth.
You can what?
Play music on my teeth, kind of.
Like? Show me.
Like, I'll do Happy Birthday. That's.
That's great. Now, how do you do it? Explain how you do it. How did you discover that you could do it?
I don't remember. I was a kid. I saw someone do it, and I just tinkered with my teeth for the next year or so.
Are your teeth hitting each other?
No, I'm hitting my teeth with my thumb. And then my mouth would create the I don't know. It's instinctual at this point.
America's Got Talent.
Thank you. Yes.
You could go on America's Got Talent.
There we go.
Another avenue for you.
I think, yeah. I don't know what it would lead to if I One, maybe a record deal, I don't know.
Randall will answer your social media questions in our final segment. Don't forget, Fresh Off the Boat, their season finale is May 16th on ABC, and Snatch, the movie, opens May 12th, and we'll be right back. We're back with Randall Park. Don't forget, the season finale of Fresh Off the Boat is May 16th. There'll be another season, right? They haven't said?
Not official, but we feel good, but not official.
And Snatched, theaters May 12th. That should be a big hit.
Yeah, hopefully.
Gonna do more movies?
Yeah, I hope so.
We have some social media questions. Sure. DJ Famous Name, what's it like playing the dad of kids growing up in the same era when you were a teen?
Well, you know, when I was a teen, I'd say it was more the 80s. Our show takes place in the 90s, but I was in high school in the early 90s, so I guess it kind of applies. It's a trip. It's really a trip, you know, because a lot of the things that our kids are going through on the show, the things that they're interested in and the music they listen to, that was all music I listened to growing up. So it's cool to kind of relive that and also have these musicians and stars from that era come and do guest spots on our show. It's awesome.
He also asks, how much fun are the flashback scenes?
Oh, those are so fun. I've never worn so many wigs in my life.
At Riley O'Neill, what was it like playing Jim on The Office?
Oh, Asian Jim. It was, you know, it's funny because I did an episode of The Office, just one episode, just one scene. I was in the cold open of a scene where I played Asian Jim, and we're playing a prank on Dwight, and it was great fun. It was awesome, and then, you know, I kind of went on with my life and career, but because of the internet, this one scene just kind of blew up. Just one scene, yeah.
Wait a minute. You weren't a regular in The Office?
No, I just did one scene, but if you look at the internet, you know, people like send around this scene and play it over and over again. It's become kind of this iconic moment in the show.
What did you do in the scene?
I pretend I'm Jim. I'm sitting at his desk and Dwight's sitting across from me. I'm like, hey, Dwight. He's like, wait a minute, Jim's not Asian. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I've always been Asian, you know? And it's just this elaborate prank that we play on him.
At Carl Monroe, you had a role as the operating surgeon in The Hollers. How was John Krasinski as a director?
Oh, he was great. He was great. He was...
What was The Hollers about?
The Hollers is a film that John Krasinski directed, and it is basically about this family dealing with their mother who's sick, and John Krasinski's character kind of coming back home to his family in this small town, and I play the doctor at the hospital who's helping to take care of the mother. And it was great, and he was fantastic.
Fuzi Fellerman asks, what's your next project?
Well, there are...
You're tied up with this show, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm tied up with the show. There are a few things kind of in the works, but the papers aren't signed yet, so I'm not...
Movies or TV?
Some movie stuff, yeah. And I'm also starting to veer into kind of writing and hopefully eventually producing my own
That's
stuff.
What you want to do.
That's what I want to do, yeah.
You want to do more drama?
I
like
would.
Law and Order would be drama.
I would love to, yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's
like to be a leading man.
Yes, that's definitely in my wish list. Yeah, I mean, arguably on our show, I'm a leading man, but to play one in the movies, I'd love to do romantic comedy. That's what I'd love to do.
Yeah, you'd be good at that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Any behind-the-scene projects on the writing end? You going to write a play?
Well, I'm writing. I have some scripts that I'm working on, and some projects that are in process. So we'll see. You never know with this town. You know what's going to happen and what's not. But you know, like our show taught me, got to dream big, and maybe it'll happen.
How have your parents dealt with your success?
They are very proud and very happy. You know, they were very against it when I first started, and now they've done a 180, and they're extremely thrilled.
Well, you're a terrific talent. Great.
Thank you so much, Larry. So great meeting you.
Thanks to my guest, Randall Park. The season finale of Fresh Off the Boat airs May 16th on ABC at 9 p.m. 8 Central, and Snatched is in theaters May 12th. And as always, you can find me on Twitter at Kings Things, and I'll see you next time.